Hello Internet and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in the malfunctioning OBS version. My brother opened a new store. It's Biggoron's blade store. However, I'm better at making blades. Heidi and the carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. And of course we do it. You checked in the broken Goron sword and received a prescription. Go see King Zora. Because I know that not everybody, or at least I assume that not everybody of you watches every part of this Let's Play, which is totally fine, by the way. During this record session, OBS decided to not record my microphone, and I don't know why. In this moment I was complaining about the wooden-looking metal pole. We will finish the trading sequence actually in this part to get the Biggoron sword, and at this point the side quest, if you want to call it a side quest, it gets a bit fiddly. Not because it's really hard, it's pretty straightforward, not unlike the other half of the trading sequence. It is more the issue that how do I put it? The timing is quite tight if you simply rush the game, especially in the last section. So if you're not really keen with where to go and where you can maybe take some shorter ways or cut corners in any kind of way. The last segment of this thing is really tight, as far as I know. But we will come to that when we are there. For now, I decided to take the shortage through the Lost Woods to the Zora's River. So we don't have to go down and through Kakariko and all that. Actually, I also did recognize during this part that I simply have to take a little turn and would be already there. But I can orientate myself a bit better if I start at the entrance of Kokiri Forest, so that is why I left for that second. And as always, the same issue with the songs playing on the 3DS pad version. I swear I will never get it. At some point I was even thinking about simply playing the N64 version somewhere in the future, but then in a stream, not as a regular Let's Play, of course, just to show you. I know the melodies. I'm simply not getting into the 3DS version button things. So, and we won't actually get the eye drops from King Zoa, but the ingredient for that, which is, you could say, a bit morbid, in some way at least. And here also starts the first time thing, which gets a bit tighter. Oh, this is, well, eye drops. You might say we have them, you might say we don't, we do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the scientist at the lakeside laboratory, he can make the eye drops for you. At this point I was actually a bit walking on eggshells, because in my head we had to bring the ingredient to the potion shopkeeper, and I was actually actively thinking about how we could actually get there to the Hylian Lake faster, and I was thinking so yeah, let's simply dive, and oh no, it's the whole thing is frozen. We can't dive to Lake Hylia. But you need to deliver it fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? You used the prescription and received an eyeball frog. Delivered to Lake Hylia while it's cold. Be quick and take it to the lakeside laboratory in... Yeah, and I still don't know why the arrow doesn't show up on the map like it said. I don't know if it's an emulator thing, or it's simply some kind of bug or anything like that. And yeah, here's the thing, everything is easier if you have Epona. And of course at some point you need her actually, simply to get to the Gerudo Fortress. Because as far as I know, there's no real way to get there without her. But if you make the training sequence... Oh, no, you can't. I was thinking about, yeah, if you make this trading sequence before getting to, before you have Epona, it all gets really tight, but you need her to get to the Carpenter's boss, so don't mind me. And here comes also the best joke of Epona, just to make our life a bit harder. Or maybe easier, depending on the tight thing from when you go to Kakariko, that thing where usually get stuck with her a little, because the way is quite short and narrow. But yeah, if you simply ride straight across, there you're pretty good to go. I also don't know. Yeah, here's the usual fence thing with Epona, of course. And I actually don't know if the other way around London Ranch would have been a bit shorter, but as you will see, it doesn't make any real difference actually. I didn't notice actually the sound that something is dropping into the water, and oh yeah, it was a sign. Oh wow, I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this in Zoa's domain since Zoa's domain froze over. These eyebrows are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyebrows for the first time in a long time. Holy moly. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zoa. What? These are for making Biggoron eye drops. Oh, how disappointing. You should have said this so earlier. And I can't read at the moment, I don't know why. Here it is. Don't ask me, I actually don't know what I was talking about then. This medicine doesn't have any preservations in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You are young, you can do it. And this is actually the really tight sequence. If you don't have either way around the shortage through Kokiri Forest and then go on City and all that, and then through Death Mountain Crater, which can be a bit confusing because of skipping locations and it can feel very long. But actually it isn't. As far as I know, you trade eyeball fork for the world's finest eye drops. Take them to Biggoron before they go bad. Hurry to Biggoron at the location. So, as far as I know, the way I will take is the shortest one, and also the best one to take if you didn't plan the magic bean. Because a less confusing route would be simply riding to Kakariko, then go to the entrance of Dodongo's Cavern, and then ride the magic bean plant, which will spare you a good amount of time. But I think going through all the location skipping is a bit shorter. And here I was actually mistaking the foresty section where it goes into Kokiri Forest for a second. It's behind the fence, and still Epona doesn't like that kind of fence. And of course she had to go backwards because we are simply on a timer, so she can take her sweet time. And also when you think about it, just imagining being that boy at the entrance of Kokiri Village, simply seeing Link go out and then come back just to go out again and then come back again, and every time in such a big hurry. I don't know what he would think about us, but he will definitely think stuff about us. At least I would get weirded out a bit. Really? You bought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. Wow! This is stimulating. It's working great. Now I can go back to my blade business. My work is very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. It's not very consistent. After a few days, please return. Wait, I'm just... I don't know what that was. Biggoron sword. You got a claim check. I swear I was reading that. So, yeah, you have to actually wait 3 days and maybe 3 nights. I was making simply a day more just for good measure, because at this time I wasn't quite sure if it is 5 or even 7 days or 3 days. So I simply tried to make at least sure that 3 days have passed. And so yeah, because it was I think 3 nights and 4 days or something like that. It's I would say for sure that it's 3 in-game days and you are fine to claim your Biggoron sword after that. And don't worry, of course I cut out the whole playing the song over and over and over and over again. And what I can also say in this time, after that we will do the last part or the remaining parts of the Gerudo training grounds. And after that we will get the last heart piece, and after that we will collect all golden scotulas we missed so far. So it is a lot of grinding. Your sword is my finest work. You ended in the claim shack and got Biggoron sword. This blade was forged by a master smith and won't break. So yeah, I also explains that the Biggoron sword will make the Gendorf fight a bit easier. At least the first part of the fight against him, and also it does more damage than the Master Sword actually. But it's also a bit harder to handle. So yeah, like I said, I will see you in the grinding parts that will follow now. Still with voiceover Marou.